Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Beastman campaign with Molokh Slugtongue. As you can see, we're starting today's episode off with a battle against Gore the Earthshaker and Marius the Mad Count of Avalon. Now, the only thing I'm a little concerned about jumping right into the fight is, if you remember, we finished last episode off with Gore raiding, Kavak Dromar, as I can tell right here. And because of that, he's actually going to be starting with his entire force tired. So what I'm actually tempted to do is pull back. We're going to retreat back. Either this will give us an opportunity then to bring Molokh in to join in the fight, or he's coming straight for us. Oh no, there he is. Right. It's the camera mucking around then. I was thinking, oh right, he's just coming in to attack us. Obviously not. Okay, let's try this again. So now we can't retreat, but we have now lost the modifier for raiding. So, let's fight the battle, let's see how we do. I must say, it would be a terrifying experience to be on a battlefield and just look at this herd of beastmen charging at you with wild abandon. It would be really, really scary. But here we are, guys, on the battlefield of near Schwarzhaven as Gore prepares to take on Marius over here. Now, for some weird reason, Marius decided, perhaps due to one of his moments, to deploy his entire force in a very tightly packed area here. Now, at the time, I couldn't actually see, if I bring the unit cards back up, I couldn't make out some of their huntsmen, but as we got closer, we very quickly started to spot them, and yeah, this actually worked out quite nicely for us, because we could just charge in with a whole bunch of units, and be making sure then to outflank them as well. So, as you can see, if I go back to my line a minute, I've gone for a pretty standard thing, just set things up and charged them straight at the enemy. Because I didn't know they were going to deploy all over here, we did have some units out of position, but that's okay. I ordered most of them then to charge into melee, and got a couple of them ready to outflank them on our left. We've also got in the far distance our Warhounds going around to attack the enemy in the rear, and our Harpies just behind the camera here to go after some of their crossbowmen. Now, because the amount of ranged units that Marius had at his disposal were all those huntsmen, I decided it'd be best just to deploy my troops as far forward as I can. And as I was setting up, I noticed then that the ogres are very fast. They might be monstrous infantry and got big bellies, but they can move at 57 speed, which is really, really fast. So these guys are very quickly joining in the battle, and you can see our Bull, I keep butchering his name, no pun intended. Darzius the Flesh Eater is making a beeline at the moment towards Marius Leitolf, who is charged right into the unit of Gore's way here. They've taken a ton of damage from his attack, as well as the fact they've been taking some artillery fire from the enemy steam tank. But he's making his way straight over there. We've got some ogres coming in as well. I've got over here here, ready to cast magic as soon as he gets into range, and our Beastlord Gore is also making his way straight towards Marius. Now, with me explaining all of that, we're going to speed the game up a little bit, and you can watch the charge of our ogres right into the enemy line. Look at that, stomach sticking out, bam! Look at the piles of blood and bodies going everywhere. Now, we cast a spell in order to give us some extra physical defense. I figured that would be quite useful for fighting Marius. Over in the other big clump of fights, where we've got our Harpies charging in and trying to hold some of the enemy in place, a flock of crows have started to come down and attack the enemy's troops. They're doing a fair bit of damage over here, I must say, and if I go just behind the line a second, you can see my Warhounds have already just charged in and going after the enemy huntsmen. I'm trying my best to avoid that steam tank, because the only units that can really go after them and do some damage is Darzius. I'm gonna get it right someday. Darzius and Gore. So I'm just ignoring it for the moment. But as the fight continues though, you can see the Warhounds have already gone to town. Some of the Outriders have already started to retreat, and they will start shattered in a minute. The Harpies are having some fun just going against the enemy missile troops. And if we head straight towards the line over here, you can see this part of the fight is going extremely well for us thanks to the ogres. Look, Marius is still fighting in there, but if we can zoom in somewhere, we can see that Darzius is just going to town against him and he's losing decisively. It's going to be enough that very soon he will be dead. In fact, I think he's trying to retreat right now, but he's just getting smashed again and again by that giant axe. There's enough to wound him eventually. We've got some of my raiders just trying to go and take some shots, but with Marius's wounds and being thrown to the ground like that, a lot of the enemy has started to retreat and even shatter in many units' cases. The battle is still going to go on a little longer though, because we've still got the steam tank to deal with, and the steam tank is unbreakable. So we are going to have to try and smash it to pieces for us to completely win the battle. Now that's fine by me. Between my warhounds and my harpies and even the ogres, I'm allowing my troops just to chase down as much of the enemy force as I can before they retreat off the battle map, and I'm just letting these guys have some fun. So you can see these shadows falling down from our raiders, not doing a lot of damage. You can see a lot of them just bouncing off the enemy armor. There comes Gore, and there is Darzius just going to town and getting flung around by the sheer mass of this steam tank. But they're getting back up. Wow, look at that. There goes Gore, but he gets back up again, and he's going to charge straight towards him. Oh, only for it to go flying across again. Oh, this was great fun. Now, in order to try and help things out a little bit, because it's not fun just watching him get flung around, because I figured Darzius has probably got the best in terms of armor piercing, I was upgrading him every chance I got with Vision's Wild Form. As you can see, it increases his base damage and armor piercing ability, and by just casting it on one unit at a time, it does actually really cheap. It's only 2 magic points for Goreclaw to cast it on him. So I'm casting it every chance I get, and yeah, we're slowly but surely whittling that tank down. This has taken a while, and what I've tried doing, there he goes again. This time I decided to try and let Gore have a go at doing some damage. But I've started pulling my troops away from him because I just didn't want them to get attacked by the enemy cannon as much as we can avoid it. Oh, there goes Darzius. Whoops, there. Get it right eventually. Right. Again, we're upgrading Gore with the wild form. And again, slowly whittling it down. It's got a ton of armor after all. It does take a while. It's actually done pretty well in the fight as well. And look at that, though. I didn't see it in the battle of the death blow, but watching Darzius just charge and dive right into the back of that steam tank, how cool was that? A very fitting end to this battle, where we managed to change that defeat to a decisive victory. So guys, with that, let's go back to the campaign map. Well, there we have it, decisive victory, and I must say, I'm quite happy with that outcome. Considering that the game predicted a defeat for us, the fact that we managed to turn it around in such a big way, very happy with that. And we managed to eliminate the entire enemy force by chasing them down. Only a captain and the 2 outriders left. So, what do we want to do with the survivors? We could replenish ourselves by 7% by doing that. Bestial Rage, to be honest, we're up there at the top already. We could even allow it to be reduced and get ourselves some extra favour, but then we've already got 24, nearly 25,000. I'll just take the replenishment, I think. Quite happy to do that. Let the game catch up now with what it was doing. But with the army now defeated, we can send Gore in to take Karakdromar without really any issues for us to worry about. We can even finish off that little army on the way. From the looks of it, because they had to chase us down after I retreated that first time, they haven't got enough movement to actually make their way back, so if we're lucky, we might be able to either catch them in an ambush, which, thanks to all the bonuses we got to our research and that, should be fairly easy, or we'll just let them run in and we'll kick their butts in there and burn the city down around them, and that will be another faction eliminated from the game. At least until someone potentially brings them back. I mean, it has happened before. But there we have it, back to our turn now. Thank you. So, Manish full. Okay, well done. Boysham's familiar. Wand of Jets. Okay. Now, before we go down and deal with Gore, we're going to have to continue moving Sahatori over towards Karakadrin. So, let's use the beast paths and jump you over there. I think you, Malagast, are still having fun building siege equipment, aren't you? Let's have a double check. Yeah, one more turn, and then we'll have lots of tower built, and then we'll have 2 more done afterwards. Game already predicts a Pyrrhic victory, but I'm not willing to sacrifice that many units, including Jindari. Oh wow. Yeah, we're definitely going to hold on a minute then. Although speaking of Jindari, and the fact that he's a wargore, if I come over to you now, I have now got the name for our wargore here. So instead of Ungwal the Bloodbringer, he is now goes by... Hang on, I've written the name down as well, just to make sure. We've got Sneizehl of the Shadows. Snenshell of the Shadows. Another follower of, in my opinion, the Dark Master, but who knows what this mysterious malevolent force will be. So there we go, his backstory is coming up on screen as well while I've been talking, and yeah, we now got another submitted character from you guys in the campaign. But you guys are now moved, so let's move back down to over here. Gore, you can have the honours. Don't know if we're actually going to be able to reach... Oh yeah, we should be able to. We just need to finish off this army first. So go in. Goodbye. It was handy that we got the ambush as well. It prevented them from running away in the process. So, to be honest, let's just go ahead and get the rage. Picked up Man's Ruin, well done. Okay. Let's go after Karakdroma. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my god. See that little bit of red right there? It's stopping him from actually attacking. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, let's grab... Oh. When did the Vampire Camp Rebels declare war on me again? I don't remember that happening recently. Never mind, we're gonna have to kill them off anyway, so... Let's just move you down to here. Now we do have a ton of favours, so I'm gonna go ahead and see about upgrading a few buildings. In fact, let's go on here, get the Pits of Horror, and then we can get our hands on a Jabba's Life eventually. Upgrade the Centaur's Hollow, do you think? Or continue working up here? Ooh, Shatterstone. I presume that's going to be like an army ability to allow us to destroy walls and towers pretty easily. That does sound really tempting. It's going to be a ton of money though. Anything else we can get our hands on? I mean, we could always go for our own fire pits, so we can get Minotaurs to join the army. Nah, I'll tell you what, let's go for a Giant's Lair. That way then we can increase it to get a Gorgon's Lair, and get our hands on both a Gorgon and Cygors for the army. So we'll grab that for you. I think we'll definitely have to upgrade that. Just having that Shadowstones could come in useful, but right now, I think I'll be okay. So you can do that. So Tori is quite happy where he is, and I think we'll save the rest of the Fae... actually, yeah, you have enough movement. I mean, we could just go raiding again. Yeah, we'll do that instead. Might as well try and make a little bit of raiding done. No, hang on. Oh, sorry guys. Doing this late on Sunday night, ready for tomorrow. But what was I trying to say? Yes, objective. So I've already a quarter of the way there, so that's fine. I've already completed for the long campaign objective. Ostermark, Ostland, Stirland, Visseland, Drakebeard, and Kislev. Excellent. Some of these aren't done by us, though. The Grand Barony of Visseland, we haven't even gone near them yet. Stirland, I don't think we did anything to them. So, just the fact they have been defeated is worked out fine. It means other people are doing it. Although, is Hockland back again? What? Who brought them back? You bastards. I can't remember which mod does it, but basically some of them times you have the opportunity to liberate and bring back a settlement. So yeah, we're going to have to be a bit careful with that. Tell you what, let's use some of our favour to upgrade the settlements instead. So you can get that, you can get that, you grab that, and you can grab that. There we go. Quickly do our points. So Gore, what do I want to give you? I think after this, I think he has earned the title of Manbane. Especially as his current objective requires him going after the cities of Man, the Empire. Oh, actually, I wanted to give you that. Let's do that now before I forget. We'll go for Fueled by Blood as well, and then we'll eventually go... Oh, hang on. 10% weapon strength? Oh, hang on. Let's reverse this a sec. Finish off, get those a definite. 10% weapon strength for the entire army is pretty good. Having 10% missile resistance for the whole army as well, that's really, really good. But no, I think it's more fitting for him to have the Manbane title, so we're going to give him that. And I'm going to go and give him Fueled by Blood rather than Crown of Horns, simply because those speed bonuses for the entire army will be useful, and the vigor reduction means they can keep fighting for longer and run around longer too. Now, Goreclaw, we're going to finish that off, and we'll grab the Amber Spear. Okay, Darcius, I should say, let's give you Devastating Charge, fully upgraded. And there we go, another turn done. Okay, a pretty uneventful end turn phase, apart from we did have a choice pop up. It seems that Talabheim has declared war on the Sao tribe, the tribe of Wulfric the Wanderer. Now, unfortunately, I just skipped right through it, rather than actually talked about it, which is why I haven't shown it in the video, but basically I decided to break the alliance, despite the fact we've been allied with them for quite some time. Just figured that still at this point of the campaign, I didn't want to actually fight Talabheim until I'm good and ready. So, yep, another alliance is gone. So, let's pop through that. Oh, and the dwarves have recolonized Grenstadt. Not that it really matters, we're going to burn it down. What I'm surprised about, in all honesty, is the fact that he's able to muster, yet he's only just took the place. Unless he's doing it for global recruitment or something. Anyway, let's go and finish off Avalent. In we go, decisive victory, very few losses, and... ooh, 6,000. I'm gonna take it. And you end up running in the opposite direction I wanted you to go. Damn it. Right. Wait. You're still here. What has Avalon got left? Hang on. Where are you? Here. Where? Oh, you've taken Arkendorf. Right. Oh. So much for that. I'll tell you what, Nan. You're not willing to give me a peace treaty. It was worth a try. Right. Okay, then. Let's let you guys rest up. I'll give you the opportunity... ooh. Bloody Lair. Let's give you that. That means then we can actually give you one of these. Now, the fact that we've got Malagost, who's going to get the one for Khorne. We've got Molokh, who's got the one for the Decay. And I imagine that Zahatori, if we're going to give him one, would probably have been Zeech. But I don't know, this one could also have claimed Excess. I mean, there's a joke to be made about being called the Earthshaker, eh? And following the God of Pleasure. I'll think about it. For now, though, you can just stay here and build that up. I'm going to take the opportunity, then, to see about actually going after Slugtongue with you, Slugtongue. We'll march you in. And what's the balance bar going to be like? Decisive victory. Oh. I actually expected it to be more of an issue, but sure. Okay, the chariots took some damage, but everybody else went through fairly easy. In that case, we'll do that. Burn it down. Picked up the trait Vampire Hunter. I'm happy with that. Another doe. Right, and that's those dealt with. So what I need to do then is just get Molokh to make his way over to Grenstadt, get rid of them, and then we can do the ritual, because I presume... Oh no, we don't have to go after them, I thought we did. But no, we've completed all the sites of this blood ground. So, let's perform the ritual with you. And there we go, another 34 points done. And it looks like it's actually topped us up over the next stage. Yeah, 160. So now, Ruination level 5. Game? Oh, I don't know what just happened there with the mouse. Let me try that again. Okay, so Ruination level 5. Army capacity is the same. The Shardstone has increased. So we have actually now got 3 Hearthstones in total. And the Horde construction cost has gone down by 15%. Oh, in that case, if I grab you a moment, cancel that, and try that again, we'll get it cheaper. There we go. That'll work. Right, in that case, Slugtongue, I'm going to spend the extra money we just earned for upgrading this so we can get our hands on the Jabberlife. Perfect. So while that's going on over there, let's continue our journey over with Satori. We've got one more turn to go until he's able to come in as a reinforcement. And that actually works out quite fine for Malagos, because he's still got one more turn. Yeah, to finish these off. Now we can actually do this without bringing in Satori now. The enemy have started taking attrition inside the settlement. And, well, as you can see, it's we can actually auto-resolve this without taking any losses from our units. But I still feel like the idea of him coming in, just because it will give him some extra experience. Plus I don't think there's really much else left for us to deal with for this particular blood ground. Apart from... oh, we can actually... yeah, we need to go after Nagenhof and Forchakova. Well, since we're in the area, I might as well get you to go and do it anyway. So, let's continue a second. See, Slugtongue... what can I give you? Right, we wanted to give you Fury of the Herd, didn't I? So we'll start that off with you. For Dance, what have you been working on again? Call to More Sleep? Then we'll give you Deadly Onslaught next. Galak can finish off with Woundmaker. Jindari can get a Call to More Sleep. Gore? Ooh. We'll give you Crown of Horns now, because I think you've deserved it. And I'll give you Primeval Rage. And there we go. Right, one sacrifice to Maflan performed, and that's it. Okay. Let's grab Uningor, and you're going to make a quick jump using the Beast Paths down to Arkendorf. And luckily, we've got here just as he started to form a new army. Boris van Gust. Okay. Obviously, we don't have to go up after Arkendorf. We could just leave it. But I don't want to really leave Averland to build up again. So if we can just wipe them out from the campaign, that would be great. So, you're going to go ahead and do that. You, Molokh, where did I leave you? Here. You can make your way over towards Grenstadt. It doesn't really matter if we use the Beast Paths or not, so I'm just going to get you to march over normally. So there you go, you've done that. Right, oops, wrong buttons, let's bring the camera around. It always feels weird after seeing, like in a game like this, when all of a sudden you might go back to the loading screen and it looks like this. It really weirds me out. Anyway, let's move up now to Karakadrin. And we'll grab Satori. Let's move you a little closer. And then a Malagos can go in and attack. I wasn't going to bother fighting the battle anyway, just because by the time we got into position, built our siege equipment, you can see that all the enemy units were at half strength. We could have just marched in and took the place. And yeah, I think our casualties would have been very similar, if not a little less. But I'll take that. 20,000? That was an easy choice. And Malagos picked up Juggernaut. You bring destruction and ruin. Your enemies dread the idea of fighting you. Raised far too many settlements. I think that's a fantastic trait for a guy called the Doomslayer to have picked up. Wow. So, with him now dealt with, we need to head over here to Naganhof and Vorchakova. So, we'll move you down into the ruins of Valdenhof. You can rest up for the minute, because if I remember right... Okay, we could actually level this up to level 5 if we wanted. What I was a little more concerned about was trying to get our hands on a meat ladder so we can get our hands on some better minotaurs, and we can. We just got a ton of dread to use, so if I go to our rewards, let's have a look. I really wouldn't mind just boosting these up in general. So if I grab you, how much do we got left? 531. Okay. The thing is, none of these other ones really catch my interest. I mean, we can always go for some more Beastlords, or even get another giant. That could work. Or we could save it up, I guess. I mean, we can always try and get a new legendary hero. Like, I don't know, I imagine Malagor and Kazrak and that are all ones that other people have seen before, and I've seen a ton of people using Talrox the Brass Ball. But I've not seen anyone use Goros Warhoof. This is another legendary lord introduced with Mixu's Lord Pack, and he's a Centaur hero. Oh, sorry, lord. So, yeah, having him would be a nice, unique experience. Load him up with a whole bunch of Centaurs and other units. Yeah, I can see that happening. Alright, in that case, now that we've increased the cap, let's swap out some of your units. So you're going to have to rest up anyway, so I'll tell you what, we're going to get rid of you two. And let me see, did we keep the... No, we didn't, why? Got the Centaurs with great weapons, we got Centaurs with thrown axes. Sure, for the moment, let's just get rid of you two then. In fact, we'll just get rid of you two as well. We should have enough now to be able to pull this off. So, we can get Korngors. Okay, friendship ended with a typical Gore herd. We're going to get our hands on some of these. So grab some of you, and we're definitely going to get our hands on some of you. Oh, we can only get 4 of them. Damn it. Okay, let's get one of you then. You know what, let's just go for 2 of you. Absolute devastation to cause. And now I'll grab 2 more of you. Perfect. So, that's going to be his army then sorted out. Let's go and assign points quickly. So, you, Kaznor. Let's give you Doom and Darkness. Zahatori. We've started working on your magic now, so let's give you the Pendulum and Mystify Miasma. Snenshell of the Shadows. I'm going to give you Primal Instincts. Another Horde upgrade. I suppose we could. But I'd rather see about just doing any of the other ones yet, because Zahatori, bless him, is still only a level 3 and hasn't really got much more of the upgrades yet. Oh, we can't put you into camp stance anyway, can we? Right. Leave that in for the moment and hit end turn. So for whatever reason, we're starting this turn right in the bottom right corner of the map. No idea why, but we have completed a new challenge, Gaze of the Dark Gods, allowing us to give regeneration for Chaos Spawn and Jabberslife units. Useful. And you carry out a successful thing in Sour. Who's Sour? You. Oh, I don't care about... Or maybe we can get a Tormentor sword. I do like that sword. It's not the most powerful of swords, it's just the fact that it does a massive, debuff in an area around the character and stops every unit from moving. Ooh, that is tempting. Thing is, I don't really want to send anyone necessarily after you. I'll tell you what, we'll do this. Molokh, go and kill me the dwarves of Grenstadt. I know we don't need to, but since they're here, decisive victory. Wait, what? We're going to lose a unit of Gore herds if we try and do this? Really? Okay. I mean, I don't want to. Oh no, hang on, we haven't even renamed them yet to become the Twisted Corpses. Ah, right, well, you know what? Sure, you can die. We'll just be bringing them back. That's the advantage with them. They always come back. This time around, I'm just going to go and do that. You've picked up bulletproof now as well. Did you not already have that? Ooh. The Volbergland Broodmother Jabberslife. Okay, cultists, spawn wranglers, right. I think we found a new person to use. Right, okay. What we're gonna do, let's get you guys into encampments. We need to recruit another unit of these guys to replace the one we just lost. And I'm gonna get rid of you. And instead, we're gonna go and recruit... Why can't we use you? Oh, damn it, we have no... Right. So, does the Gorgon then cost 3 points? Is what I'm guessing then. No, hang on. Psycho is 3. Man-Eater's great weapon is 2. Oh, you're telling me if I want to use the... Do I have to give it to my son? You know what? Sure. Right, because hear me out. Don't forget, Molokh has the ability to summon in 2 Cygors in battles, right? So, yeah, I'm going to give you that. Now, I did have a submission for a character, well, a name for the Jabberslife given by, it was one of the first ones submitted into the game. I'll rename it for the next episode. So it will no longer be known as the Vorbergland Broodmother, it will earn another name. And if it's a really cool background to it as well, remember, all to do with Slaanesh. So, you have now joined up with the army, we've got some reinforcements coming in fact. Let's go ahead and just recruit another unit of you guys instead then. Let's have a look. Let's get some Centaurs in it with some great weapons just to boost up the numbers a bit. So yeah, you can have that. Now let's have a look. We'll head over here. Right, you've now got your new Minotaurs. Excellent. In that case, we can now use the Beast Paths to jump you down towards Nagenhath. You, Sahatori, can continue making... Oh, no, we needed you. Did I not want you to go into... Hang on. That's right, yeah, because I wanted to spend some of my favour on upgrading your stuff a bit. So we can go for a Shaman's Pyre. I think I'll do that for you now. We'll upgrade this as well, so we can give him one of the guard buildings. Pile Flesh, Vile Entropy, Dreads. I don't know which god. I'll tell you what, Bakala, let me know what god you would like Zahatori to follow. Right? I'm not pretty open to any of them. If you want my personal opinion, as a shaman, I think the Khan of Change and Zeech makes a natural choice. But Be'lakor, if it, like, go with the shadows. I mean, the only other thing would be maybe Slaanesh, but I could always just not pick any of them. This is just more for the abilities. If you'd rather have it that Sir Hattori remains fairly neutral, and instead we'll give him something like one of these, the Mound of Blades maybe, Pile of Flesh for the Vile Entropy army ability, or even eventually Cacophonous Assault. Let me know in the comments, mates, and I'll sort it out for next episode. And in the meantime, though, yeah, we'll save the rest of that. Let's now move Gore now to go after Akendorf. Burn it down for me. Oh, or not. Really? Okay, luckily for me, though, we do have enough labour that we could actually build some siege equipment quickly, so I'm going to set that up right now. I'm not going to do anything more than that because it's going to take more than 2 turns. So you can lay siege to them, and if they come out to attack us, I'm sure we can deal with them quite easily. As the next, we'll go for Days of Wrath for the extra armor for our Minotaurs. Molokh can continue to get Fury off the herds. Galak, let's give you a natural first or dominant. Let's give you a natural first. Extra armor is never a bad thing. Snensure, let's give you Primal Instincts, and I'm thinking Deadly Blades. And I think that's going to be it. Is there anything we want to do here? We could find army ability Tear It Down. Powerful explosion affects city walls and siege equipment, and siege battles may be launched instantly. Ooh. That could be useful considering what we're doing at the moment. And we have siege hold reduction time. We've done all of those. Right. The only thing is, it's not really that too useful for us right now. I'll leave it. Like I said, I kind of want to save the money too. So, quick look at our dreads. What I'm tempted to do then is maybe recruit a Gorgon or something like that for one of our other units. Or, like I said, maybe we'll save up for Goros Warhoof. Yeah, let's do that. End the turn. Assuming nothing bad happens, then we can bring the episode to an end as well. So once again, another uneventful end turn phase. Apart from this, Kazakh One-Eye's warhead has been obliterated. So it's a shame that with his faction destroyed, that we could have made things cheaper for him to join our faction maybe. But that's okay. We also got this mission, raid Kazakh for 800 favour, really. It's not really a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going to go down there eventually and burn the place. But it's still quite a trek for us to get there. I mean, admittedly, we could just get Gore to go after him afterwards. You know, we'll burn down Akendorf, jump over and towards here, although we are going to be trespassing. Depending on how far we go, I guess. I mean, we do have Wood Elves, and Beastmen really don't like Wood Elves, and they absolutely hate us. So, maybe we could go after the Forest of Gloom as well. In fact, let me just check. Just have a look to see what would a potential Bloodground area be around here. Bearing in mind we've still got 2 Herdstones to use. So if we did this, we'll have to go after Migdal Volgan Barak, the Forest of Gloom, Dromar we already burnt down, Varenka Hills, and no doubt the Skaven that are hidden in Barak Var. Okay, that could actually work out for us. I don't mind going after Skarsnik. And we can always have some fun against the Wood Elves as sort of a side venture. And then jump back over and then to continue against, well, go up against Solent. And what was Vigilant before the Reichland have confederated. Ooh, that could work. I'll tell you guys can let me know in the comments as well. Should we go and have some fun in this area? Or should we just head back into the Empire once we've dealt with Avaland and start dealing with Reichland before it grows out of control? Because, yeah, they've already taken quite a few territories, it seems. And they've managed to go up into, well, into Midland, actually. Yeah, they've taken half of Midlands. The Misty Hills have taken some of it. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Otherwise, we're going to end things here for today. Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and you do join me next time, of course, for some more Warhammer. But until then, everybody, take care, and goodbye for now.